Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What this is he's real. And it feels like combing his beard before he plays some music to his girl in Senegal. And if you don't have the patience to listen to how the spirit moves upon the water, I understand. You just have to leave. I'm not on Facebook for the same reasons I was in the beginning. Today I closed the page, and Fifi was said before that I should close it. Today she said, don't close the page. Well, I angry? No. I get disgusted at folks that don't understand the crucial moment. The birds and animals do, but you too stupid. I mean, you know. They're all dropping dead, and some of them heading to the highest hill. And you down on the beach talking about why the animals, these dumb animals run up the hill. Why are they so stupid? Them stupid animals going, Jack. And the tsunami come in and just take you on what? Because you real smart. Yeah. He takes the foolishness, the foolish things of this world to confound the foolishness of this world, the foolish things of this world to confound those that are wise. The great mystic Saint Paul said, he's been deeply misunderstood too. I said I'm not going to talk, but I end up talking. Bismillah. You know, I just, so I said daytime, so you hear the cars and things. But this, God come down on me or come up out of me or whatever you want to call it. This is, I try to capture what I'm feeling. tell you how I sometimes feel. baby. Oh, like, my music for yeah, I did have a couple new poems to read, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that the only thing I want to be bothered with anymore is my creator. I'm not no religious fanatic or none of that. I'm not sick and tired of what I see religion doing to people. What it's been doing for centuries. It has nothing to do with knowing God. Well, it could. It did with the founders. People came along and wanted to put it in stone, build monuments to it. After the transfiguration, they wanted to build monuments. Let's see. Let's see. How many people in this right here world are catching the severe dumbness disease today? Do you know? Some has some vigor for this existence, not suicidal. Sam Vega. I'm gonna read her a poem since this tape is her music. Oh man, I'm getting tired of not having this tooth here. It's just strange. We're used to certain things. We become adjusted and attached to this body and identify ourselves as this body. This body tells us every day that this is not who we are, but we're not listening. Anyway, once again, we come with no manuscript and no prefabricated, fabricated manuscripts and Khoudia's hanging out in my back pocket. Like I saw this one brother come out of the restroom. We're going to give Khoudia. He had Khoudia's note sticking out of his back pocket from his pants as he emerged to give a Khoudia. I've seen some hilarious things in the name of religion. I'm not against rejoining. I don't know. Pink fuchsia butterfly. My African Sénégal. Queen. SIAM'S queen. What other queen could he have? But one. The one that St. Tuba gave it. You come to that, you make it to me. When you know that with your whole being. Till then, I don't want to see you. You got to know why you were the only woman to ever have your marriage consummated inside of your eye. He said was his sole possession. Flashes. French by Google. My honey bee mate. My lovely of the most lovely. My singing sacred written. My father's holy Kasida poem, songbird girl. My so deep sea of innermost strong warrior, you. Up on your roof, I saw you do that war dance. Beautified and sanctified, my inside love you, I got my third bird eye is always flying high in your sky. My one that struck you so fine, mellow fellow, catch my breath before me croak frog and choke on this so mesmerize and electrocute me to death. So good. Fried, baked, caked, broiled, boiled, roasted, tied up and dyed in your fine Sufi passion. Pink fuchsia love me down, girl. Me. See? Died in your fine Sufi passion. Pink fuchsia love me down, girl. Me, see. Your wine does make me sun, moon, and stars shine, blind, drunk as a skunk on the bump of the trunk of a tuber African wild growing tree, and the tree stump trying to escape my white on black stripe. My floating, fluttering, multicolored butterfly. You has done landed in the middle of my right eye. My sweet, my pretty, my sweet, my darling, my extraordinary wonder thunder stroking, lightning striking, my ever greater blind, and my mother, my sister, my friend, my cutie, my pretty cutie pie, my beautiful, my honeydew, mystic love, my Holy Ghost mother, my most radiant of the most beautiful African black love me so, but the most of the mostest is these bouncing, rocking, Senegalese hips that sink humongous among us gigantic titanic ships. Well, I should have took the screen down when I was light what I was doing that. Sometimes it's not too bright. Anyway, just getting a series of musical venues for me, coming left and right. I don't know how that sounds. I'm gonna go listen to it now. If I don't like it, I just want to show it. And if they don't share it, I just close the page. I'm tired. All these new things are just sitting there. I mean, ain't nobody drumming like this in this world. I know it. Because I know that what's happening to me didn't come from this world. That's why I'm not taking no glory for nothing good that's coming out of me right now. All the good that he's put in me is bringing the good out of me and sending all that's not out. You know? That's why I say. You know, I think there comes a point in all of our lives. Maybe not. One of my greatest masters told me 40 years ago, he said, there comes a point of no return. In the play I was in, Harold Loomis, all of August Wilson's plays seem to portray things that happened in my real life. I mean, each one of them that I was in. Deep down within, August Wilson was a great Sufi. And in his writings, he gives you keys of inner tasawwuf. This whole thing about Harold Loomis, who come in the light and walking off stage, shining. That's where I am now in my life. And I want to take my light, whatever it is that I have, and just go away from people. People don't value light. They've been in darkness so long, they become conditioned to it. Some light is just blind them, It don't make them see. It makes them blind. I just wanted to post some Negro. Oh, I just wanted to post some Negro. Oh, poems. That's all I wanted to do. But this is for my baby. All this music coming. This is for my Khadijah. That's what I need now. I need the knowledge of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because I'm determined I'm going to be the return of the real Muhammad. And poets would understand what I mean by that. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I can never be him. Not him like that. I can never be Serene Salihu. Serene Salihu did not give me his personality because he had something different to do in Tuba. And I have something to do in the belly of the beast. This is a war zone. Demons left and right here, and jinn are controlled. They don't come in the city of Tuba. Serene Tuba said no evil jinn can enter that city. That will be one of the safest places on the earth, and now it's starting to be built up because people are starting to find out about it after a while. And it's constantly going out because it's based on 360 degrees of a circle. There's 28 points. Was it Sheikh J? I'm not probably pronouncing his name. I have great respect for this man. He passed away before I could meet him. He was not in Baki, but his knowledge was in Baki. And he wrote about Tuba, and I think somebody stole that book out of my library. It broke down all the numbers of what they mean and the inner meaning. There's an inner meaning to everything. There's a outer court, there's a inner court, there's a holy of holies to everything. Certainly you. Are you looking for the Ark of the Covenant in the desert? The Ark reveals what you are as a human being when you're in alignment with your Creator. Saint Zelani really said, I intend to talk about none of these things. He said, and I'm translating in English, he who gives God everything God will make him ruler over the universe. Well, Sheikh Jelani walked over the heads of people many times when he was giving his message to over 7,000 people at a time in Baghdad. They had to move his minbar to the outskirts of the city. He started out with 3 students. And his charismatic powers were so great, his miracles were so astounding. He would go into a static state, mystic state, and his arms would start flailing. He would start praising God. He would just walk out in the air over people's heads. 3, 4, 5 of them would just drop dead because they could not sustain the glory of God and the purity that was being displayed. I don't know why people think that what they call God died one day and just stopped performing miracles and stopped opening up Red Seas and stopped raining down manna from heaven. I don't know why they think that. But I never did think like other people. And I'm not saying that makes me better than other people. I've never been one to be jealous of another human being as others are. I've always wanted to see the people I love have the things that make them happy and give them joy. I never suffered from the disease of jealousy and holding deep resentment inside of you forever. If I'm angry and it's over. I'm angry and, let's make up and go get a soda or something. You know what I'm saying? But these people, you have to come to see, as one of my greatest teachers who taught me over 40 years ago, one of my greatest Sufi masters in Dayton. His first private session to me, he said to me, know yourself, and you know all men and women. All men and women are inside you. I know you don't see it that way. They gave you the wrong color glasses to wear, and you got used to them, though you have 100 other pairs in your dresser drawer. You just won't take the time to look or go through the effort of searching your closet for them. There came a cry at midnight. I just want to get on here and play some. There came a cry at midnight. There came a cry at midnight. Much love to everybody. Take some joy with you into your profound experience called life. Leave the baggage outside your door. You don't have time for it. You don't know when death is going to take you. So why do you live and act and talk and walk as though you do? Probably not having a tooth. Maybe there's a rich donor out there that would send, so I can have dental implants. People are just giving away money for tax free. You just want to give something to help somebody. Do that for me. I ask God for what I need. I don't ask any people, because He created them. So I'm going to go to somebody less than that which created them and ask them for something. Unless I'm just directly told by the ruler to do that, then I have permission to do that in the spirit. I no longer even go out my door without saying some type of thought or prayer. I don't come in without saying some type of prayer. Because my inner dwelling is where I find my peace and my solitude. And everybody needs a space, even those that are married. You need a space that's all your own. Your woman shouldn't be all up in your spaces. And you shouldn't be up all in her privacy. She should have something for herself too. This is my disclosure. And those that don't agree don't have to. We don't need comment sections about this and that all day and all night long that lead nowhere, and people arguing and falling out and losing friendships on this thing about some crap that somebody left in the comment section. My page is not that kind of comment section. Positive comments only. And this is not a democracy. My page is a theocracy. And you have children, they don't like correction. They love to be pampered, but they don't like correction. If this father makes you first, you make your father first. And all of us understand that in reference to the Murid system. And in most Sufi artists, I don't have time to jack off with people that, and I mean jack off and jumping jacks and things. You should jump. You throw a little ball down to jack. I have time to be jacking off like that. I just don't. So, brother, Father Simon is real. I do what I say. I'm not playing. Other people are playing. Yeah. And now we getting some new spark plugs and things, and this car is gonna be right. And I'm getting my boy's book to him just like I told him months ago. That's a gift from me. I just like my chief. I like him a lot. He's cool with me. We're having fun having talk online sometimes. And we don't talk that often, but when we do, his name is so long I wouldn't pronounce it for you. But Grandmaster Miller goes by Jim Miller. It's all right. He can be my grandmaster any day. He just got a beautiful Southern spirit and hospitality. He's um, not Cherokee. He's another tribe, great tribe of Indians in the South, and all my people on my father's side are from Greenville, Mississippi. So I've never been there, but I understand I have a zillion cousins I've never met. One I had 22, 23 kids. Was it Alberta? Some one of them down there. I don't know. I never met him. God didn't intend for me to have real close ties with family so that he could use me in my latter years. Because the greatest impediment to the spiritual ascension is blood ties, our attachment. And Sheikh Jelani spends a lot of time teaching. The Sultan of the Saints teaches much on that particular station, that spiritual station. Until one can pass through that station, depending on the grace that they have been given from the Lord of all the worlds. If you got much grace from the Lord of the worlds, you're gonna go through a great deal of pain with blood ties and family attachments. And people that are forever tied up in it to the extent that they're addicted to it and feel like it can't exist without them, they're lost. And you'd have to be in my presence to understand what I mean by lost. Don't read yourself into SIAM, because you'll miss. Your capacity is your capacity. And I'm not saying mine is greater than yours, or yours is greater or lesser than mine. I'm saying mine is what it is, and yours is what it is. One thing is for certain, you can't get a gallon into a pint glass. You can't get a pint glass into a shot glass. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. There's so many ways you can recite Quran. And no, I'm not perfect in my tajweed. But I had one of the greatest professors when I was at ISNA, one summer program. I got a scholarship. So all these people come from all over the world here to Indiana. And they have great teachers were coming from Sudan, everywhere. I was in this program. And Dr. Iksan Bagby, he got me in that program, and he taught me Arabic tajweed. And I got an A minus, and I went to him. He said, he told me, how did he say it? Yeah, I went to his class. I took his class, and I got an A minus in tajweed. That is pronunciation, proper pronunciation of the Arabic of the Quran. And I said, you said I was the best in class. I said, I got to get an A minus. He said, you are my best in class. He said, you're the best I ever had. He said, but you'll never be greater than Rasulullah and how to recite Quran, as it was directly transmitted to him from the angel Jibreel. He says, so I gave you an A minus because he's the perfect ideal. A man that can neither read nor write. What came out of him is at the highest standard of literary excellence ever presented to this world. In brilliance, in cadence. And it's not poetry. He could not write poetry. A man that can neither read nor write. Iqra, Bismillah Baker. Recite, he said to him. Then he said, after the third time he said recite, I meant to finish the story. After the third time, the angel Jibreel salam grabbed the Prophet Muhammad The third time he said to him, read, in the name of our Lord, who created man from a blood clot and taught man by the pen that which he knew not. Peace and blessings be upon our beloved and exalted Master Muhammad, so badly misunderstood by the Western world, and it appears designed to be that way. I wonder who they're going to blame this next one on that they do. There were no weapons found in mass destruction in Baghdad. This is not the last. I don't want to sound like one of them Christian evangelical preachers either. These are not the last days. Brothers and sisters, this is the last hour. I think you'd be losing something if I cut this page, but that's up to you. I just want to go up in my attic and get away from everybody and talk to nobody but the Supreme Mind, the one that is more than a divine principle. The New Testament's right when it says he's touched by the feelings of our infirmities. This, the Creator responds to your passion, not your information. Did you get that? He responds. You get that? This tape may not have been recorded. What you call God responds to your passion, not your dogma and your information. Your passion. Temptation really got me. I'll repeat this. I said it wrong. There's one scene where Temptations is singing, and the manager is really on this guy's case. And he doesn't understand why the manager's so tough on him. The manager realizes he has a talent, but he's lacking something. He can sing really nice, you know, he got all, like some poets got all the right words, but there's no power. There's no life. It's just a bunch of, I got to figure out what this is. Let me go to the encyclopedia and understand this word. And they enjoy manipulating words like that. That's not, poetry is more than that. It may not be any of that. But that's another subject. But I was going to tell you something. Sometimes I'm talking, I forget what I'm going to say. I was little, I used to do that though. Something I was going to tell you that was important too. Anyway, what over 40 years in drama teaches us no matter what happens, the show goes on. The box sometimes tries to drop out of my lap and knock me out of the beat. And I catch it, I just continue. You know, I know if I can get this thing made the way it's in my head, you know, would fit right over my legs and would touch me, barely touch me, but it would be able to bounce up and down because my leg, like a piano, you know, with your foot on the piano or thing, whatever that's called. You keep pushing and it changes the tone. The tone. The box teaches me how to play it. The more the more nobody I become. I'm not seeking to be no prophet. I'm not seeking to be none of that. I'm not seeking to be none of that. Nobody trying to get nobody to go to Guyana. Stay in your house. Leave me alone. Unless you hunger and thirst for something and I'm in a position to give it to you. And right now I'm in ascension. I'm not seeing no more people. I'm not seeing people until it's complete. If I can. I see Umar. He's my man. And It's always been my man since I was a kid, even though he wasn't a Muslim. Well, you didn't have time to listen to these tapes, but maybe when I pray that I leave before he does, because I don't want to be in this world without him around me. I don't know no brother like Umar. I just don't. And you know, those that know him, you think you know him, but you don't know how funny he is. He don't show that to everybody. Umar is hilarious. I'm serious. He will have you in stitches. He will have you in stitches. Anyway, if you really love, those of us that love him and really know him, that's my boy. I say, you, Dr. Sheikh Umar Khattab. We wasn't supposed to ever end up being nothing coming off 36th and 35th and capital with some hoodlum. And you're a doctor. And I know you don't glory in that. I'm talking about the fact that you struggled and made that achievement. So you claim that so nobody can say you didn't have it. You know that's not what makes you great. These pieces of paper don't make us great. We make them great. But they endorse and they give credibility. You know, even the Apostle Paul, when he was on his way to Rome, they were going to treat him like they treat any other Roman citizen. He stood up and said, "You can't do that to me." And they said, "Why?" "Read the book of Acts." "Oh, you don't think I know that book? Huh, bring it here." He said, "You can't do that to me." They said, "Why?" He said, "I'm not Joe Mo." He said, "I'm a Roman citizen. I'm a citizen of Rome. This world's wrong. When you graduate from schools like Princeton, Harvard, Yale, and all that, you're supposed to have the support of your brothers in the alumni. They're supposed to help you. They see you struggling. They see your talent. They know you qualified. That's what an alumni would do. It's in a position to do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't begging nobody for nothing. Allah is my alumni. Yahweh. Allahu Yah. Allahu. If you don't move a person's heart, people will not do any more for you than they love you to do. This father corrects his sons and daughters, and those that don't like it can get off the UFO. You can get off, because I give my all. And I put my sons and my daughters, I put them first. I try in every way I can, because I know some of them been working hard jobs, stuff. They need to, I need to see, they need to see Father Sam giving them some love. They need to see. Well, don't let my post sit on the page and just sit there. You know, if you love me, post not for me. I want to do something for some kids. Forget me. I've lived a lifetime. God let you live a lifetime and you don't do nothing to help nobody else while you're here. What was your purpose for being here? Here we go again, man. I have no manuscript. Man, I'm talking to people. I'm getting off of here. And I hope my baby, I would sing to you. But I don't want to be looking like Counting to Drive. Goodbye. I'm talking about you can't make me a video and send it to your voice. Shame on you. You know what happens to you when you start singing the Casitas of Serene Tuba? Stop this madness. The world needs to hear your voice. I'll go dig them up that you left me somewhere and have them transferred. But you do that for me. I'm making all these beautiful videos for my girl. You make me a Cindy. And if you don't want to be seen, just put your voice on it. Y'all chicken. Come on, man. I need a warrior. Come on, girl. You don't walk by my side. No. Come on out the kitchen right now. Prophet Muhammad said something. He said, when a man calls his wife, she's on the camera, she get off and come to him. You know you married to in your heart and soul. Piece of paper just gives validation from the people around you, the community, so nobody be dogging each other. That's law. The law was made for the lawless. Grace was made for the saints. But they go together sometimes. You can't fulfill the law unless you're graced to do so. The law says pray 5 times a day, but if Allah don't grace your heart, to want to make that prayer, you'll never make it. Yeah, you think God owes you some kind of brownie point system. You're going to work your merit to God. The only thing the Creator owes you is destruction. Because your unholiness is so unholy before Him. Only by His mercy seat does He keep from consuming you. And me too. Look up Webster's definition of belief. And look up Webster's definition. So y'all love him so much, I make my own words. He made his, I create new ones. He created them, and everybody said, hey, Webster, hey, go to Webster, go to SIAM. Yeah, go to Joe, go to Sue. Don't you have just as much right to create definitions as Webster's ass? Excuse me, I grew up in 949 Udale. I did not grow up at 949 Harvard Street, you know. And I already dealt with language. You got a problem with that, but you ain't got no problem with the envy and the jealousy and the greed and the cowardice and the lust and all this other stuff that's up in you that you cussing left and right in your spirit, but don't say in words. Huh? You hung up about a word. Yeah, I think the great masters talked about, he did say something about, my speech is affected by this, just forgive me for that. I'm not used to doing public discourse missing a tooth. He did say, you strain after a gnat. And swallow the whole camel. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, namaste, abargani. I know I pronounced this wrong, Yapi It's called something else. I gotta get that correct. Satrical. Danawad, my Sikh brothers and sisters. I found comfort in talking to some of you. And like a lot of people, some of you are filled up with some stuff they put in your heads about black people. You know, all black people ain't drinking Ripple and sucking on a bottle of Thunderbird or doing rock cocaine or none of that. We got some W.B. Du Bois and some Frederick Douglass. Some Harriet Tubman. In impossible situations, they came. John Brown, he's white. The last thing he asked for before they hung him, what's your last request? And they called him a big nigger lover. That's what they called him. I'm just being honest. He said, bring me that little black baby over there so I can hold it in my arms and kiss him. That's what they tell me. I honor all righteous people. That give me an ideal to be a better person. I honor Sheree, who was the finishing touches to something that needed to leave me. All the hair gone. Be careful your demons that you think you have subdued. You become cocky. Don't become cocky because they slip. Khadijah. I hope it came out all right. I hope that my music gives you joy, baby. I hope that gives you joy, baby. I hope my music gives you joy, baby. I hope my music gives you joy.